What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be looking over the 2024 NBA draft and seeing how good they've been doing. And it's kind of been a weird phenomenon, in my opinion, how this draft class has been handled. As coming in, I think everyone kind of thought it was a weaker class, and you had some people saying there's going to be a lot of role players in here. But I've never really seen a draft class this far into the season be underrated like this one is. And I know the reputation wasn't great coming in, but if you look throughout, there's been a lot of really solid players immediately coming in. So for me at least, it's been really impressive. And first we gotta start off talking about Zachary Rissache. I'll talk about Alex Sarr, those two in depth, and then I'll go over some other guys, not as much. But Zachary Rissache averaging 12 points on the season, about 4 rebounds and an assist on some okay shooting splits, nothing to write home about, but solid. I think most people thought he was someone that was going to come in and play immediately, and I think that's kind of what he's been. I think he immediately was a starter. Yeah, he started 66 games, which is impressive. But the shooting splits aren't great, the efficiency isn't great, so you might be wondering, why am I hyping him up, right? It's not looking great for him. We're just going to go here. I have it pulled up. His stats in the new year, 2025, pulled up here, and we got 49% from the field, 39% from 3, averaging about 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and an assist. And if you ask me, those are really impressive numbers for a rookie. The shooting splits are far improved, and if you ask me, it is far better to evaluate a player on the back half of their rookie year rather than the front half. That's just my opinion. Some people may disagree. Plus minus isn't great. The Hawks are not a great team by any means, but I think you have to be really encouraged with him so far. It was a controversial pick for most people to take Rissache over Sarr, but I also have pulled up here his career high night so far, the other night against the Bucks, and I just want to go over his field goal made, just look over those and tell y'all what I see. And it's probably the most impressive part of the game to me is his off-ball movement that doesn't get talked about. Here, it's off and off-ball cut, finishing with the offhand over Giannis, who's one of the best rim protectors and just overall defenders in the league. Then here, we have another just great read by him. He sees. Hold up. You see that? That's Kyle Kuzma ball watching. He sees this, cuts immediately. Kyle Kuzma loses a man. Not wide open lay, but finishes another time with the offhand over a great rim protector in Brook Lopez. Fast break, nothing too special here, except an and one with the offhand. Lefty and one. All impressive stuff. And we haven't even gotten to the shooting. This highlight's so impressive to me. And I know it might just look like a regular three-pointer to most of y'all, but I want you to look at where he catches this ball. Right, Karis LeVert gets inside the defense, passes it out to the 45 degree to him. Look at where he catches that. Look at the release point compared to where he catches it. He almost no dips this. No dips are such a hard thing to do in basketball. I don't think you realize. Not even the stars consistently hit no dip threes. This wasn't quite. He dips a little bit, but just how fast he releases this, so impressive. Just great shot mechanics early on. Not a lot of veterans could even do that. No dip. Well, almost no dip. I know I've been saying that, but it's just a really tough shot. That's very encouraging for a young guy. You don't see that of rookies a lot. And I think if you're a Hawks fan, it's impressive to see that. We're going to go over a few more. Another quick release 3. He has a really quick release, which is very good. We're only looking at his makes too, so we're not seeing the misses, but there's just a lot of encouraging things here. He runs the break, gets a fast break, a lob. The athleticism is there. I wouldn't say he's a freak athlete, but he holds his own. This is going to be the last one we look over. Just another really quick release 3. Bang. I can't explain how impressed I am with him. He's been so much better than I think everyone has expected. People were calling him the worst number 1 pick of all time just a few months ago, and I really think you have to be super encouraged. The other guy I want to go over more in depth is Alex Sarr, the number 2 pick. Coming into the draft cycle, he was kind of the consensus number 1 and was kind of shockingly the number 2 pick. I don't think he's been as good as Rissache has been, But I think there have been games where you can really see the vision with him. Coming in, he was like known to be a project play. 7-footer at 19 years old. Really needs to fill out, get some muscle. He's not the biggest dude, but I think there have been a lot of flashes. His 3-point shooting has been pretty good for a 7-footer. I mean, about 32% on, let's see, 5 attempts per game is like really solid. I think that's a lot better than I expected and a lot of people expected, and a big man shooting below 40% from the field isn't great. He started every game this year, but his shot blocking's been good. That's kind of the main takeaway I take from watching him, is he'll be a really good shot blocker one day. We're just gonna go here and look at his stats since the new year, so 2025. Averaging about 14 points, 7 rebounds, about the same amount of blocks. The only thing that's really changed is he's scoring more, but the efficiency hasn't improved, so I don't really think there's been much to take away from the second half in terms of improvement. But I still am encouraged. We're going to look here at his career high blocks game, which was against the Lakers. Just going to go through these blocks and see. A lot of these blocks are where he's playing weak side defense. Like you can see here, he comes over from guarding Anthony Davis. Rui should have passed that, but he gets the block just coming over. That's good instincts. I think that's kind of the main thing you take away from his game, is instinctually he's really solid. Plays the game pretty smart. Nice chase down block against Dalton Connect here, who we'll talk about in a little bit. Yeah, most of these he's not the individual like defender. That one he was. He just strikes me as more of an off-ball guy, kind of a roamer. I always compare them to like free safeties, where they can, be the shot blocker that comes from around. I don't know if I consider that a block, but that's still good defense. That was more of a steal in my opinion. And Rui just tries to play bully ball and doesn't work. That's impressive considering his weight. I think that's something you gotta consider, and that's all of them. Just gotta consider, given his weight, playing that good of perimeter or post defense, and then he moves laterally really well, like we saw on the Dalton Connect one. You can see he keeps up with Dalton Connect really well. Tries to drive on him, go inside on him, and stays with him. Gets the almost chase down, not quite, was right there. But this is kind of the issue with him, in my opinion. I've pulled up the matchups of Sarr's career, the games he's played against, and he struggled against a lot of the elite big men. Like Jalen Duren's scored 29 on him on good efficiency. He's done a good job against Bam, only holding him to 48%, but Cat's got the best of him. He's done a good job against Vucevic, but a lot of these guys, I'm not sure how accurate this data is. All this is from NBA.com that I'm looking at now. The other stuff is Basketball Reference. Then the clips are from NBA.com as well. But yeah, he's done a good job against Evan Mobley. So some of these are encouraging, like Giannis, 62% on 22 points. It's not great, but then you have Jokic, 50%, only 19 points. I'd say that's pretty solid, even though only 8 minutes of the matchup there, which maybe isn't great. Sabonis, and the main thing you see is these guys are just simply stronger than him and take him down to the post a lot. Maybe not Cat as much, but Cat does like to post up a little bit. But yeah, let's get into the rest of the draft. Then the rest of the draft, just looking at it, there's a lot of encouraging players throughout here. I'll admit the lottery itself, the top 10, hasn't looked great. I mean, Reed Shepherd has played not that much. Stephon Castle's probably been one of the better rookies. Could have gone in depth on him, but decided to focus on Ricochet and Sarr because the whole point of the video is they're not getting enough attention. But Castle's getting the recognition. He's been really good this year. 14 points, 4 assists, about 3.5 rebounds. Big thing for him is going to be the shooting. The defense is good, but it's going to come down. He's only a 29% three-point shooter, which needs to improve. Ron Holland's kind of the same thing. Needs to become a better shooter. A lot of his buckets are just fast break transition buckets, which you can survive on, but nothing too crazy. He's a defensive guy. Salon's shown he needs development. Then like Klingon's been good. Needs more minutes. Only 19 minutes a game. I think if he gets more minutes, he he improves a lot, and you can see with the win shares here, which kind of predicts how much a player is helping. Klingen's really high up there, 3.2. Dillingham has shown a decent amount. He doesn't play a ton. Edie, I'm up in the air on Edie. I really don't know how to feel about him. Yeah, back up in the league in my opinion. But he's productive when he plays, so can I really say much? He shoots the 3-ball a lot better than I thought. Yeah, defensively he's got to improve, and that's going to be the biggest thing for him. But he probably has the highest win share. Yeah, he has the highest win shares out of all the rookies if you believe in advanced stats. I'm a Jazz fan. Cody Williams hasn't been great. He has a negative win share, which he has the worst in the league, or not in the league, but out of the rookies, which isn't great. But you know, he was seen as a project coming in. Then we're gonna go over some of the highlights. You got Matas Buzelis, who's been really good recently. Another guy you could go full in depth on. Probably needs to get more minutes. Had played pretty sparingly and has gotten a bigger role recently since Levine leaving. Then you got a good little 4, 5 player, 6 player run here with Bub Carrington, Khalil Ware, Jared McCain, Dalton Connect, Tristan Da Silva. Bub Carrington's been good. This whole Wizards class has been really good. Khalil Ware has kind of been the biggest surprise for most people, I think. He's been balling on both ends of the floor. Then McCain was the runaway for Rookie of the Year for a while. Then just going out through here, Yves Missy has been better than expected. AJ Johnson, since getting traded to the Wizards, has shown a lot. I'm not sure he's I've seen some Wizards fans on Twitter saying it's like the Paul George trade where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got traded, and they're comparing AJ to him, and I don't think that's the case at all, but they can dream. Then you got Kaishan George. He's been really solid, really good maybe not really good, but good 3-point shooter, is getting the ball in his hands a little more. Then you got Isaiah Collier, who's been one of the best playmakers in, I don't want to say the whole league, but definitely the best out of the rookie class. Really got to turn it down or slow down on the turnovers. Baylor Shireman's been playing more. Kyle Filipowski's probably the most encouraging Jazz rookie in my opinion as a Jazz fan. Just really talented offensive player. Then even down here you got AJ Mitchell, who was balling out for a while and then got hurt. Jalen Wells, who's going to make all rookie team. Adem Bona's a good role player. Jamal Shedd's a good role player. And Quentin Post is a good role player, and even controversial, but Bronny James has been a lot better than expected. So just looking at this draft class as a whole, the depth in it has been really good, and I just don't think the top guys, and just in general, a lot of the good guys in this class have been talked about enough. But let me know what you guys thought. I hope it gets more recognition. Not that it really matters, but kind of just hope it does. Let me know what y'all thought. Who's your favorite rookie? Leave that in the comments. Who do you think is going to be the best in this draft class? I think Alex Sarr will. But yeah, make sure to comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. See ya.